Let's go, champ. How you guys doing? You enjoyed the show? It was phenomenal. I had a great time.
Sweet.
It was sweet, right? Short and sweet, right to the point. I had a great time. I can't believe it. I'm here in London, England, and the love and the support and just the fanfare is unbelievable. It's great. I'm happy to be here. I'm actually going to look for a flat as of Monday. I'll be here for quite some time. You guys call it a flat. We call it apartments. But I'll be here and looking forward to a fight with David Haye in September. We've discussed it. We have a handshake, a preliminary contract. My promoter, Chris Lawrence, our friend and our partner and promoter, Chris Lawrence, have talked to his people. So we'll have something hopefully in writing as of this week, early this week, and we can get right to it, get right to business. I have a lot of respect for David, as far as a businessman, and even in the ring, he's a two-time former champion. He looked great tonight. I was impressed. He took care of business. I thought he could have got the guy out there in the first round, but he was a little tentative. I think probably because of his time off. He didn't know if the guy was going to probably try to nail him with something. But like I said, he's a family man. He seems like a nice guy. He's a pretty boy. I'm the ugly one. He pretty and I'm ugly. So it was a great matchup. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon, what was said when you came to, or you tried to get to ringside to speak to David after the fight?
I told David I'm running him out of England. This is my house now. I'm running him out of England. I heard he got houses in Dubai and different places. He better get ready to go back there and live for good. Let's go, champ. Fat man Scoops.
I got a question.
Shoot, champ.
I got a question.
Shoot.
You want to go with David Haye when you gonna come see me?
I can't see you.
You wanna come see me? What's up, champ?
Nah, I
What's
can't,
up, champ?
champ.
You wanna come see me?
Can't
When
see
you
you.
gonna come see me?
Nah, I do what? You're a legend. I can't see you, champ. Yeah. Let's go, champ.
Shannon, how are you going to cope with this pace, this speed and his power?
I didn't see any speed. I just seen a guy, he looked like the old David Haye, which I was never that impressed with. Like I said, I respect him as a family man, a parent, he seems like a great guy. But in the ring, he sucks to me, excuse my language. He's a pie, you know what I mean? So I'm not impressed, but I just want to run over him because I feel like, this is a sport, whereas, in my position, I had to get out here and take this position because, I'm 44 years old, a lot of people wrote me off, and it kind of seems like to be blackballed in the business, but thanks to Chris Lawrence, the only guy who believed in me. I called everybody in the business, Al Heyman. They told me to hold on. I'm still on hold. They called everybody in the business. They turned me down. They told me, nah, didn't nobody believe in me. Chris Lawrence called me on a Friday night and said, man, you should come back. And here I am today. And I don't want to say millions. I don't want to jump the gun, but thousands of fans around the world are saying, let's go, champ. And again, that mantra started for me being at home, depressed after my last fight with Klitschko, Vitaly, which I suffered a broken arm in the first round, torn tendons and ligaments. I fought him for 12 rounds with one arm, and I didn't even get a dime for it, not one penny. So I went home, I got a job. During that process, I was down and out, I was depressed. I was just really feeling bad about myself. I contemplated jumping off a bridge a few times, and then I had my daughter, and I have two boys and a girl. I have my daughter, she's 4 years old now, and it was just looking at her eyes, her beautiful face, just told me I had to live and had to come back and make something of myself for my baby girl. And here I am today in London, England, being, accepted by you guys, and it's an unbelievable feeling. I won the title twice. I fought George Foreman in '97. I won it again against Lajakovic. I think that was 2008. So, okay, pardon me, champ. Thank you, champ. So I did that in 2006, and then with this feeling here, coming to England, and I've been everywhere. I've been to Japan. I fought in K1. I fought in Germany, and the fans were great and they loved me as well. I fought in Poland. Shout out to my boy Radek, who came from Poland just to see me. I've been around the world a few times, but to come to England and you guys speak English.
Did you genuinely contemplate suicide at one point?
Yeah, champ. I was really going through a lot of things. My mom died on my birthday, December 4th, '96. My dad died in prison. I had a rough life growing up with asthma all my life. I was always sick. I wasn't able to get a good education because I was always in the hospital with asthma and different things. So for me to be alive, and I've been through a lot, champ. I'm the only child. I was homeless since I was 13 years old.
Did you suffer depression as well?
Yeah, truly depression. True depression. I mean, to the deep core. I was 400 pounds and weight, literally 400 pounds exactly. And I went to a friend's house one day, and he was like, man, champ, you know, and I was just like, man. We both looked at it, I was like, and I was to a point where I couldn't even tie my shoes, man. I was so fat, I couldn't even bend down to tie my shoes.
What year was that?
Excuse me?
What year was that?
That was about 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. After the Let's Go fight.
Can I just ask you a question about David Haye? You said you respect him as a two-weight world champion, but do you think that he's always been quite a poor heavyweight?
No, he's been a decent heavyweight. You know, he beat Valuev, who was a big monster. He went, 12 rounds with Klitschko. You know, I pick on him because, he a pretty boy, and I said I'm the ugly one. But it's just that, you know what, in this business, in my position, you got to take it. You know what I mean? I can't, nobody's giving me a shot. I don't have no sponsors. I have nothing, except a good friend and a great team, Jesse Robinson, Stacey McConey, and my best friend in the world right here, Geraldo Gomez. When I was 400 pounds and I had nobody around, he was the guy coming to my house every day, and I'd be like, man, what's wrong with you, bro? Why you keep coming back? I'm finished. He was like, no, champ, you got to stretch. And he started stretching me and pushing me, and here we are, man. But I got a great team, and I got a great team in London now. My boy Jay Singh, Tal Singh, Tony, the whole crew, man. We just got a great team. Dr. Hill. It's just phenomenal, man. You guys, it's just a great feeling. My boy Slay, let's go, champ. We got a great team now, and we're building. And I'm all about positivity. You know what I mean? Like, I mess around, I clown around a lot, but that's just because this is what the sport needed. I mean, if you guys look at it, for the most part, it was dead for many years. The Klitschko's were just really stinking up the game. It was boring up the game. They had it on lock in Germany. And, I decided to do something. I took a page out of Jack Johnson's book and Muhammad Ali's book, which was to antagonize and have, get as much fanfare as I could. I didn't have money for a publicist. I didn't have anything. I had money for nothing. Just hardly enough money to feed my family. And then, here I am today, about on the verge of building more fans around the world than I've ever had.
And if you beat David Haye, will you stalk Anthony
Joshua?
Yeah. But if you beat David Haye, will you stalk Anthony Joshua?
100%. The only reason why I let up off Anthony, which I love this guy. He's great for boxing. He's a handsome guy, very well spoken, very respectful. He's phenomenal for boxing, and that's a big thing for me because I love boxing. So when I look at guys that stink up the game, I get discouraged because this is something I've been doing for most of my life. So. I think Anthony's great for boxing, and like I said, but if Haye wouldn't have accepted this challenge, and again, give me this opportunity to fight on the Network Dave and to to have this opportunity, I wouldn't be here. But at the same time, if it wasn't him, I'd be chasing Anthony. I'd be going after him. I'd be going after Fury because boxing is here. Boxing is in England. This is where it's at. Right now, England is ruling boxing. They have great fighters, Eubank, Ben, just so many great fighters here. Next week, I'll be in Glasgow. Then I'm going to Liverpool to the other fights. I'm going to be all around the world. I don't even care. I'm bum rushing everybody fights now.
Shannon, was David a better fighter a few years ago before he came back?
I believe so. I believe David is, on his downside. And I'll say that by saying this. He's had 2 fights on his comeback. I had 8. I think it takes some time to shake off the rest. But again, I was impressed. He threw a lot of punches. He put them together. The kid looked like he wanted to win. He kept getting up. So he did his thing. I can't knock him on that. But when he fights me, I'm going to be in the best shape of my life. I was 250. I believe when I fight David, I know I'll be 235.
15 less then, yeah?
15 less. Maybe 10. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that one, champ.
You look good.
Thank you, champ. Look at me. Yeah. What's up, y'all? You got questions? I know y'all got questions.
Shannon, can you explain what happened between yourself and David Haye at the end of David Haye's fight? What was said between the altercation?
Yeah, champ, I will. I tell you, I ran up on him. I was trying to dive in the ring like wrestling and come by these ropes and body slam him, but he had some tough security today. They was on guard. Haymaker Promotions was serious today. So, my goal was to, do what I do to promote and get up there and make it. This is what boxing needs. It's boring. It's corny. And when I leave, it's going to be corny again. Trust me, man. It's going to be corny again because these guys ain't doing nothing but stinking up the joints, man. So, I wanted to bring excitement to the game, and that's what I'm doing. A lot of people don't like it. They say, oh, he's this, he's that. I'm looking for a payday. I'm a grown man. I'm supposed to be. I have 3 kids to feed. Yes, I'm promoting myself. I'm supposed to be out here, looking for a payday. And at the same time, I'm doing something that no one else is doing. And I'm not trying to give myself a pat on the back. I'm just saying I'm trying to motivate people, telling my story, what I've been through. Yes, I was on the verge. I was on the brink. Depression. I was eating Krispy Kremes, KFC all day, fast food. I was just junk food crazy. And that was my, I was emotional eating, you know what I'm saying? I was comfort food for me to feel good because I felt so bad. And then, and now, you know, I'm here. Like I said, I was gonna dive in the ring and body slam him, but they didn't let me. But when I got close to him, champ, what happened was I told him, I said, we're gonna run you out of England. This is my house now. Let's go, champ.
Shannon, what did you make of the fans tonight at the O2 Arena?
I love them, champ. I mean, listen, y'all speak English. My bad, it's y'all language. It's y'all language. You know, so it's just great that I'm here, and it's just unbelievable. Everywhere I go, Canary Wharf, Brixton, Hackney, everywhere I go, South London, North London, everyone's like, hey, champ, we love you, champ. A guy came up to me yesterday in Jubilee Place and said, champ, we love what you're doing, what you're bringing to England, the positivity and the inspiration. And it made me feel good, man. That's what's really energizing me. That's what's pushing me, is that the people telling me that I get no BS. I've got over 20,000 emails and texts from people around the world saying, champ, I was on the verge of suicide. Champ, my parents died. Champ, my kids died. And I watch your videos every day, and because of that, I'm inspired. I got a guy, this is every day, no messing around. I'm not saying this to give myself a pat on the back. Every day I get an email or text from someone that says, champ, you know, I'm down and out, I lost my job, I'm homeless, but I watch your videos every day, and because of that, I'm inspired. And I get so many emails and texts, people telling me that, you know, I have a job now, and I'm back on my feet thanks to you, and this has just been great for me, you know, because I've had a rough life, and for myself to be able to help someone, there's no feeling like it. Thanks, shout out to Joe too. Joe made my video game. It's called Let's Go Champ. You can download it for free on Google or iTunes. It inspired me. Joe was a kid. Joe, come up here real quick, please. Make it quick, champ. Joe was a kid who, a year and a half, 2 years ago, when I was, you know, trying to build this brand, he hit me out the blue on Twitter. Where you from, Joe? Weymouth. He hit me out the blue and said, hey, I got an idea. I'm going to do a video game. I said, you know, I want